between Cole and G2 Esports, and it's only going to get wilder.
Yeah, I got nothing but props to give to Complexity, man. The fact that they almost look like the team that play off of each other better, considering the circumstances, mate. You're up against the incumbent tenured G2 squad, and you're here with new roster changes, a stand-in, and yet y'all look like the team today. That's pretty telling. Lovely little opener here for BlameF and Poison. Oh, it's only getting better with each passing moment. Hunter and Amanek, the last two left alive, and Hunter will double up as he's swung by the Danes. Blame finished off as well. Hunter might get his revenge here, but JKS,
Crikey.
Justin Savage, crocky, mate, he's nailed a double.
Oh, he's just going to do that exit every time he gets a kill?
Of course we are.
Oh, fantastic, mate. 1-0 on the board, Cole, lock in a pistol. Felt like Hunter did enough, almost enough, but not quite. And Complexity keep on gunning forward.
I love it. It was the Hunter versus the Savage, and JKS wins in that, apparently.
Yeah, lovely taps from the man. And look at his reaction, stone cold,
Well, yeah, man,
cool as a cucumber. Oh, his shot doesn't need a C, mate. Oh, dear. I actually wanted to see how he looked as well, because like I've seen him rolling his eyes. Yeah, I've seen him rolling his eyes, looking up at the sky, sad as a.
He can't roll his eyes anymore because they're closed.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you can still move the balls around with the lids down.
I can tilt my eye up full 360 degrees.
Careful, mate. You might fall out. But yeah, great round. But we've seen him tilting today, so it's nice to see him winning a round like that. Now G2, yeah, forget it. It's done. It's over. Unless we get Deegs out. Poison, you okay, mate? You okay? Quick alt tab. He's back in, and he's in for the win. How?
What?
I don't know. How do they not kill a tabbed out player? I don't know, Harry. If you're not molding, then get ready.
Poison was legit. Like you could see the panic as well in the camera.
He was. What happened with these lag tab out, shift tab? I don't know.
He suddenly like sat up as though like he was having a look at his keyboard. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, the old Steam message bug where they message you like, "Good luck in the game, man," and they tab you out. You're like, ah. Gets back in just in time.
Mate, imagine that happens in an official. Someone just messages you like,
yeah,
"Good luck, have fun with the games, buddy."
No, yeah, that makes you mad.
Block.
Unfriend, block. Yeah, sure.
Message them some very kind words.
But after the game, of course. Yeah, I mean, despite all of that madness, Poison holds strong. He still gets a double headshot. And, oh, if the mold hadn't already begun for the 30 bomb loss for Nico, it's soon to be had. You got to feel for him as well. He's just done everything.
Bro, I do feel for Nico, and then after that Mirage, like...
Sheesh! Out long for G2. It's a fast pace. They're running amok into this A site.
Yeah, but a double setup. S-tag wide on this swing. Nade could be good. Blame gonna bring Nexa to his knees. Poison down in the pit doing damage. And this was a bonus round out of Complexity. It's looking done. It's looking done. That's another nade. Wha-bam! Blame's gonna steal it. And so just Nico left.
Wow, 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 wow. B is free, but the bomb is long. It's by design. JKS here to close the round if Nico wants to make this little lurk happen. Gotta wonder which way he'll be looking. How are the timing gods fair for JKS? Are they merciful? Because you know Nico will check this. He's still got it, man. He never lost it. Which way does he go, though? Well, it's his Oyster. Up cat to the A site. Don't think they heard that. He's going to get given a 1v1. Nico's only a shot from death, sure, but his headshots are sublime. BlameF. Oh, he's got the round. Keeping it contained for Complexity. Nico does not unleash the beast. Not yet.
And here's the thing, mate. Like for Complexity, they must be feeling pumped.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
This is a series where, and we've said this for these guys already now. Like if they lose, everyone goes, well, the circumstances suck. Like they kind of have that out of you know having a stand-in, having so little time to get ready. But instead, we're getting this out of them. It's beautiful. They must be feeling pumped up. And on the side of G2, mate, we might have to ring a handyman because I'm sensing a bit of a mold problem.
There's damp in the floorboards.
And you've just put the entire sinking fund into fixing it.
Oh. Chairman Mark, man. He'll do anything with the sinking fund. Right, here we go. Little Deegs out. Run boost, hopefully. A little prettier. Not really. Poison does not miss those when he's tabbed into play. Flashed off the angle. To be expected. Can the AK find the taps? Blamef's looking for, and Poison stealing the shots off the board. Blame gets one, and Poison ready to close onto Nexus. Someone has to, and S-Tag will answer the call. 4-0 and 5 alive. I'm starting to get the feeling that G2 are roasted.
Oh, they're coming in with another buy.
Yeah.
Almanac going to be donning that orb. And this is where we get asked the question, can Almanac show a better look than that Mirage game? Because that was a stinker from him, let's be honest. Whew. And, you know, we're already having Poison kickstart this game, much how he did on Mirage.
Oh, he looked
already
incredible.
So much good stuff coming out of the orb from this guy.
He was at 17 and 5 until, you know, things got a bit weird and he slowed down, but he still had a great beginning when he was able to. Alrighty then. This is it for G2. Big gun round. Big AWP. Big Nico. He's going to get flashed up cat by Jax. Orb is here, peeking after. And Poison, he don't miss.
Ooh, baby, look at him. Look at him go. That was lovely. That was lovely from Poison. And so now G2 are going to lean into this B bomb site. That's where JKS and NATO are. NATO hasn't really had many chances to play yet, so this is his round now. If he's able to even take one to the grave with him, that would be huge. And Hunter not given any room. Not with the flashes from Almanac, just keeping NATO suppressed in the site. 3-on-3. Do you want to lean in for this retake?
Yeah, why not? You're feeling it right now. 3-0 up. The triple tunnels take. It's just going to be down to this orb. Can Poison post up? Maybe if the player jumps across, tries to bait this shot. Oh, no, it's a miss, Almanac. You can't miss these. You need to hold the round together. You are the glue at the seams. Flash is good, and Almanac stays on the angle for some reason. Poison finds him. Now they're moving through. They've got to be quick. Time is ticking. They can't find that second man. Blame's got it. 1v1. I don't think there's time. Hunter's just stalling like a beast, not giving him the time of day. It's still a kill, but it's a G2 round on the board, finally. God damn.
Dude, and so much has to come out of these Kovacs, man. Like, I don't know. Hunter, really, you know, the savior of that round. He's the guy to open it up into the B-bomb site, and he's also the one to close it. Nico meets an unfortunate demise, but Hunter gets his revenge at least. First round on the board, and a little clap from Nexa. You know, sometimes it's just breaking the streak that's the hardest part.
Ooh. That flash couldn't be better timed. Saved Nico's life. Now he's up cat with no awareness from Poison. Smoke over. Nico gonna go right through the middle. B-split is quick, and NATO needs to spray. He's got some damage off, finishes the job, and his teammate holds onto Jax as well. NATO looking to clean house. Just going to tuck, and oh my goodness, Poison. Absolutely precise. Get them out. Just the AWP of Hunter, and Poison's here for the round. This guy, he's on dust too, and he's in his element.
What a trip it is getting to watch Poison, you know, looking like this. And it's at times like this, mate. Do you remember like when it was him on medical leave for the longest time, and it was all these questions about like, and you know, this was essentially what people were wondering, like, is it actually worth waiting this long to bring him back and, you know, assemble the old squad, or should they just look to get in someone new? Well, mate, I think the results speak for themselves. You can see he was worth waiting for.
And config is the same. It's just such a shame that the second you get one back in, another drops.
All of this cold squad is marred by all of these little... But mate, even more credit to them if they're still able to put up wins in this series and in this group.
And to the org as well for, you know, standing
sticking by the players.
Absolutely. Respect. Big respect. And man, I mean, the results are about to speak for themselves. If Cold take this series, man, not only a G2-0-3, but Cold field their second win, man. We didn't even expect them to get out this group. There's still hope. There's still hope. Poison giver of goods, the hope man. Can't hit the second, but he's got more chances. Blame's moved in. Flashes will cause a bit of a problem. Amanek with a nice deeg. Needed something for G2 here. Jax is out long on a lurk. S14 catches him though, and 2v4. Even if you drop back mid to B, JKS has not left his laurels, and NATO has mid on lock.
Oh, well, that's the bomb. And Nex is going to get followed up onto as well. S-Tag really starting to find his footing. He was very, very key to that comeback, victory over on Mirage. I really believe that Mac 10 double kill, if that didn't just ruin your day.
Yeah.
But on top of that, he had a lot of great closes. He's someone who, like, when you get him, especially into like the mid to late round, man, this guy, and his reads, beautiful.
Yeah, a super experienced player, right? Like, maybe people didn't really know his name prior to the Astralis Cloud9 days, but this guy had been around the block. He's played in Heroic under many, many different forms. Poison! Stop! Chill, dude!
And bro, like, it's all Nico every time. Nico's like, man, get this Poison guy out of here. Like, he's just a hard counter to him. The kryptonite of the Superman for G2.
Someone go first. I'm tired of taking my spawns.
So sad.
Yeah, and this is a great map for Nico as well, right? Like, we talk about CT AWPing in FaZe, was the one map he at least ran that weapon on, but, even when you don't think about Nico and AWP, you think about his rifling. It speaks for itself.
If Cole are able to take this dominantly, they deserve so much credit. So much props.
This is weird. S-Tag's flanking long. Does he double back? I think they realize at this point B is clear. Guys, it's a full cat take. S-Tag, go back to long unless you're going to try and group with the entire team for a catwalk retake. Now it's fine. He doesn't want to peek into the orb yet anyway, but his team are very delayed off of this triple upper push. It's a weird retake, and they've got to get the first kill or it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, there is this double short setup. JKS is blind.
Two more.
Deals with the first. There's more where that came from, though. Jax tries to not let them in, but they're not given much of a choice. Amanek also gets tapped out by S-Tag. How does S-Tag win that long fight? Nexa has got to deliver, and he can't. S-Tag with a phenomenal round.
You just said it yourself. He's a closer, man. He's a guy with the experience. He's a guy who gets it done. Well, that's a great example. I don't know what happened. Was Amanek watching long?
Amanek was watching long,
he was watching long.
Lost the fight.
To a rifle in pit. Tip-tap. S-Tag's back, baby, with a vengeance. 6-1. And even with all these trade kills coming in on catwalk, it's still not enough for G2. My goodness, this is a masterclass right now. We don't see dust a lot from Cole. We really don't. But plug and play. And here they go. It's getting late for G2. And it can't be feeling fun to be in Amanek's boots right now.
No, these are not very happy faces that we're having a look at right now. I do like the little ponytail on Nexa, but that's the brightest spark right about now.
Yeah, I mean, we're not seeing anyone talk, we're not seeing anyone calm. Obviously, we're only getting a glimpse, but yet to see much motivation. No one's egging them on. Malik will try his best.
And I mean, this is where, for Cole, like, they're the ones riding the high of the momentum. On top of that, though, they're on boot camp. They've got everyone there, right? So they're able to vibe off of each other. They're able to pump each other up. You've seen some of the celebrations we've had out of guys like Blame F and NATO.
They're the ones who came back, Harry. Not just on Vertigo almost making magic happen, but actually succeeding at it on Mirage.
Oh, Nex has missed this timing. How on earth? This is so unlucky. He has been jumping this since the start of the round.
Oh, now he's ready. Is there a flash? No.
And he's going back to get the bomb. Okay, if he takes it to B, he's fine. Please go B. Oh, no. Now I'm so worried.
If he runs
he
as
could
well,
just die to S-Tag, and that's the bomb dropped.
Yeah, he's fine. Nexus experience. He knows what he's up to. Walking safely means S-Tag won't activate it, fear it dying in a 5-on-5. You don't make this push if you're S-Tag until at least some contact has been made, some information has given you a reason to believe. That's a fake. That's a fake.
Okay, good.
He's just faking the footsteps. He's trying to make it seem like it's long, and it may have baited S-Tag into waiting even longer. Up cat they go instead, though. Oh, Jax, that's more like it. Opener onto Blame, who's having a great game here. Nexa still waiting for S-Tag to make this move. Maybe he has some info. S-Tag, oh my god. Nexa leaves and S-Tag goes. You could not write it. Back to B.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of bodies in B, and now they learn about the long wrap. That's only going to make you pick up the pace. Hunter has gotten all the way in, but JKS catches him. NATO with the tag. It looked like it was going to be a collateral. Instead, these players are trapped by the molly. They've got 10 seconds. They've got to go. JKS could mow everybody down here. That's the bomb. And with it, the round. JKS has locked it in. And Complexity are on to 8.
Counter-terrorists win.
Speechless. Absolutely speechless. S-Tag must have heard some steps, right? Like, that timing is unbelievable otherwise, but oh my goodness. Even the clock lets G2 down there with a late B take. And they didn't even know, right? The call is, oh, I think it was Hunter who got into B early. The call is, oh, I'm in B, like rotate. They were actually setting up for a cat split with Long. And then Hunter goes, oh, I'm in B, come. And JKS, even though NATO dropped into the site completely unaware, JKS saves him from the door, killing that deep player. And then, well, you've got no real estate. You've got to come through tunnels. NATO's doing damage. Well, JKS closes the round.
Look at this. So Amanek's got that orb still. And he's trying to make a play with it running down middle.
I like this.
Really putting himself at the forefront of this round.
Moving through.
Oh, JKS, you might be tempted to take that peek. The first shot misses from the orb, but JKS, how is he still peeking? This Amanek should have had that. He's had so many chances. Finally,
too late.
The kill connects, but mate, everyone else was wiped out. Oh.
He's got to put down the AWP, man. He's got to put down the AWP.
You don't want to have to say it. You don't want to have to say it.
And that's the craziest part,
yeah.
Because Amanek is usually, like, you know, obviously we had Nico come into this team, AWPing. It didn't go well on his debut, and moving forward, they decided to swap it up. And I think G2 have found good form in doing that. Nico's rifling has been incredible, as it always is. You know, sometimes he's second AWP, sometimes he takes it off spawn, and that's fine. But Amanek is not having a game. He is not having a series right now. And that much is clear to him, to us, to everyone. And so I think we just need to either see him either back on a rifle, move away from the AWP, or someone else needs to take it. Give it to Nico. Anyone. Because, man, those are some whiffs that can't come through.
Nico also is someone who usually does don the AWP on a map like this, right?
More on the CT side, definitely.
Yeah, but you know, I'm totally down just to try and give Amanek a second win, right? I think the only way you're going to get him activated is by giving him a big round. And thus far, the pressure of Don in the big green feels like it's making him crumble as opposed to lifting him up. And I'm inclined to agree, Hugo. Usually we get so much more out of him. Even think back to Vertigo, mate. It was like a different player.
For sure. No,
it just feels like that confidence is gone, and it's a really hard thing to get back.
Absolutely, yeah. I've never seen a game like this from Amanek. He's usually been the shining star in this team when other people can't be. Cat, Util will push Poison off, but Smoke stops G2 from taking the space. Deep breaths. Still hope, still rounds to be found for G2. Just got to crack that nut. Get on the board. Sometimes that's all it takes. Up catwalk they go. Remolly, delayed, S-Tag. He doesn't wait for footsteps this time around. He's having fun. He's fluid. He is fragging, and he is right behind enemy lines. Missing the timing on Nexa getting up cat late, but now as Util comes in, it's confirmed. 20 seconds, Poison, blinded off the angle, gonna go back, and S-Tag is here to stab him in that.
Oh, the lineup for S-Tag, so much damage! And with only 8 seconds, there's not enough time, not enough chances. G2 are getting blown out the water, 10 on the board for Complexity. And like at this point, they are so keen to keep G2 in this mindset. They know that like if all it takes is to drop one round, and that can be enough to reinvigorate a team. But as long as you keep them just down and out, no hope. Complexity have even been in positions like this before. It's a
Yes.
horrible feeling.
Yeah.
There's nothing quite like it.
Head in your hands. I can't expect any other reaction, any other feeling at this point. You're just wondering what the hell is going on. And that's
Especially
like, compare those long takes, right? Compare that delay round in the 5-on-5 where he hears Nectar outside and he's waiting, he doesn't do anything. And then compare that to what we just saw. 25 seconds hit, and S14 goes, if they don't have long doors now, they're never coming long. I'm just going to win the round. And he does exactly that. Enough distraction from the behind that G2 just can't win. More than distraction, he does the damage. But yeah, G2, tunnel vision, turn around to try and kill him, and it loses them the round. So incredible play for S14, but nothing going right for G2. They're going to try B.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I wouldn't mind another B round out of them. If anyone was a little weaker in this game, it's NATO. I mean, he's over towards the B bomb site. He's had a bit of a stone cold start, and it's a very, very tricky site to be able to step up on. So I think, you know, trying to bully this B site, that could be a way back in for G2. JKS is the incumbent player that you're going to have to try and deal with. He set NATO up for the mid-peak. And so now this mid to B split is no longer a split. It's just a B tunnels rush. JKS will die, but NATO keeps the site locked in. And so it's 11-1.
Yeah. Lovely round out of NATO. Blame gets his mag out in middle, and he has to dive through CT smoke. And at that point, you see the adjustment in B. NATO jumps into middle to play balcony. JKS flashes him. They know it's a mid to B at that point, right? It's the first time the smoke's come down in a while, and G2 haven't exactly been faking out rounds at all in this T side yet. So smoke comes, a flash comes over the wall. NATO gets his kill. JKS goes back to B. Multi-kill for him. Nothing can go wrong. It was only eco for G2. But you don't have many rifle rounds left. 11-1. Oh my god.
That's awkward.
NATO AWPing? Oh.
Yeah, not for long.
We've not really got to see him on the AWP, right? That is his typical preferred role. Oh, poison. It's no prettier for him either. Everyone's tired, everyone's sleepy, but G2 more than most.
Oh, little ugly. Poison's trying to hold on to long, but Amalek finally gets the better of him. And as we said, sometimes putting up one round, breaking a streak, even if it only feels like you've done it once, that can, you know, try spur you back on. Also, Hugo, you touched upon the fatigue side of things. Not even something I'd even put much thought to, but it's a very good point. This has been a very long series. Yeah. It really has.
4 hours.
And for Complexity, they're riding that high of like, oh my god, are we actually about to do this to them? And on the side of G2, mate, it must just feel horrible. Like you've kind of given all you have to give. Yeah. You're very, very tired. And now this game is demanding even more from you. That feels incredibly taxing.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's one of the many factors I think that is coming into play here at this point in the match. It is midnight right now in CEST. And so G2, they find a second. They get around. Anything is better than nothing at this point. Fighting for 4 at the end of the half. Not like you're ever going to break this bank. So Cole can afford to hunt, throw bodies at the problem. Good shots for Amanek. They needed to come through. It won't, I mean, it makes no difference, right? Like G2 can buy, you know, if they lost the AWP, they wouldn't have it. That's it. And Cole can buy, so they don't mind either. Even Cole calling a pause at 11-2 is excellent, showing they really want to make the most of this. Another 30 seconds on top of their schedule won't change a thing. Let's at least lock down this next round and make sure that G2 can't get back into the half. 11-4, dangerous score. You've heard it before. So let's not give them that satisfaction. This would leave G2 0-3 inside of Group B of ESL Pro League. Not guaranteeing them being knocked out, but as close as it gets to. I don't think there's any coming back from 0-3 on a mental level. At this point, with some of the teams we've seen competing, with Force still yet to play. I think Force are a fiery team. OG 3-0, not dropping out of that top spot for a while. G2 already lost to Sinners. Sinners haven't fielded a win since. G2 going fast B.
Yeah, in they come. Only JKS here. Oh, lot of damage. And with Poison nailing Hunter as well on this mid-cross, you're in a 4-on-3 with low HP on G2. Complexity are very, very keen to make this retake happen. This little nade stack going in. Wrong spot for it. The mollies trying to make these players in the site uncomfortable. I haven't forced a reposition out of G2 yet. Jax is up close in the tunnel. S-Tag's caught lining up utility. That's a freebie.
Can they go through?
Now they don't know about Blame F, who's still in the tunnels. Carmen Lay, and there's the lineup. Just Nexa, who gets it to the 1v1. Clash of the IGLs. Low HP on Nexa. The Molly is going to attempt to force the reposition. And oh my god, talk about playing with fire. Nexa doesn't want to burn in it. Blame can't find him. And there's not enough time. Once again, they made Blame play Ring Around the Roses till the time runs out. G2 in with the third, and it's all this B site for him.
Yeah, still hunting for this 4-round half. Blame does his best. Even hits a flick shot on his way out as well. All the kills, none of the glory, but I don't think Cole mind if they go 11-4 anyway. They're just trying to mitigate losses, trying to keep it as clean as can be. Never want a comeback story at this kind of scoreline. Blame does his best to disallow it, even though it's not enough. Nice round from Nexa as well. Him and Jax getting it done. And Cole, they just look so focused right now. Brush it off, move on, go next. Jax does find Poison, tapping him down out of middle. Not really sure how he's pulled that one off, but it's certainly a way back in. Certainly a route to 4 for G2, and Amanek responds as well. Nexa again missing a timing. He just tucked in the corner, and in that timing, S-Tag crossed behind the door. Again, unlucky, but in a 5-on-3, you're leaning in the favor of G2. And the kills might just come to you. Be fake, but S-Tag knows it's a fake. Oh, he heard the scope. He knows his pen there. I don't know how he doubles up. Nexa tucked in the corner. Does trade. Luckily, B was free in the meantime. So even though that gets a bit weird, Nexa is able to bring the bomb. Or is he? JKS dispatched to patrol. Now it goes both ways. Nico's come to open up the path.
Oh, JKS. Timing was everything there. They bait him into Nico. Lovely little way. But the Molly in the tunnel, that can actually slow down this push back in now. They get ahead of it. The bomb doesn't. The bomb doesn't get ahead of it.
Just kill him.
But Blame should be a dead man, and he is. So they managed that 4-11 half on the G2 side. Is that going to be enough? Or our complexity just first half, Yuga? They're having a whale of a time. G2, not so much so.
Yeah.
They're underwater, all right, but maybe more akin to being tied to cinder blocks as opposed to, you know, deep sea diving.
Yeah, dropped in the lake to be long forgotten about, unless they can pull the most impressive comeback of the Pro League so far. Hell, I'm on board the train, but I will leave at the first sign of flame. G2 on the CT side. It's Nexa holding long. Good flash. Oh my god, he's just standing in it. They swing him wide. He's expecting them to just move up close. That's not the case.
This was meant to be a fake, by the way.
Ah, the bomb is outside of B, and Nico tapping them out. S-Tag does keep this round up in the air, and it keeps G2 stacked up on the wrong bomb site. They're realizing, they know now, but it's already too late.
Brutalized. There is a temporary 3-on-2, so if you're quick to act, well, now a 2-on-2, now a 1v2. Hunter, what can he do? Have you got the moves like Hunter? There he is. Looking for NATO. Oh, he's going to get him. But it's safe. Oh, he's got a kit, and the bomb's not applying for tunnels. That
he doesn't know.
Oh, no, S-Tag.
One more bullet.
And now he knows where it's planted for, and Hunter, Tappy, S-Tag, no peeky. Swing, and S-Tag nails the headshot, 2 in it to close, and there's complexity finding the pistol.
Beautiful out of S-Tag, not just the tap on long that kept them there, but even closing the round. And NATO stalling for a few seconds. Man, if NATO goes down instantly there to Hunter, he just sticks to the bomb and wins the round. He knows at that point just how long NATO delayed that he couldn't. He had to win the fight. And S-Tag will not let that happen. 12-4. Oh my goodness, what a call to make. Of course G2 are going to panic at the first sign of... Oh, poor Hunter. Poor Hunter, and it gets no better. JKS mows down Amanek. He will get killed. There's a player trapped at blue, giving a gun over to G2. Maybe there's a way in.
Yeah, maybe. It all slows down a bit now. If only G2 were as good as catching breaks as they were catching bullets, right? Like, ooh. This 3-on-3 is interesting, though. You got a chance to go against the grain very early on. Next up, with the spot at long, has only seen one so far, and that's enough to put the fear in him. Now he hears the footsteps. Now he knows the full extent of this. Jax is going to start to rotate over. Nexa lines up a gnarly double, but they're not out of the woods just yet.
Oh dear. He's just going to grab what he can as much
Smoke's
heat.
missed.
Oh, well, he's got another at least. Ollie goes in,
well.
Nico backs up. Poison, will he check fully? No.
No, he's
dead. Oh, there was one missed shot in there. Doesn't come back to haunt him, though. And G2 in a 4 spy. All right. Better than a pistol, some say. Can certainly be more
Truthfully,
impactful.
if he didn't bungle the smoke, he probably has a more watchful eye on Car because the crossroads is smoked up, but he's having to fixate his attention forward. You know, like, when you throw that molly, someone can just back up with it and still sit behind the car, but because he doesn't have that CT smoke down and he's just walked through a smoke of his own, he's got to look elsewhere.
Very botched utility. But he looked very panicked there as well, like just getting ahead of himself. Could slow it down, could take a breather. Nexa won't. Gives a beaming headshot. Ooh. Poison still looking for something down middle. There's something. It's one way to get it. Flash down mid, Blame will attack. Nico wants to get involved as well. Is there a flash? No. He's going in dry. Oh, Amanex baited them in, and Nico will shut them out. Oh my goodness, JKS, mate. Chill. This round is wild. And luckily G2 will tame it. 6 on this CT side, keeping the game going. And it's going to get easier before it gets harder. Full eco now for Cole.
Yeah, this should be an uneventful round. I think for everyone's sake, it should be uneventful. Let's try and have as few events as possible. I'm already monumentally nervous. It's fine. It's fine. Nico gets it back under control.
Was it ever out of control, Harry?
No, it wasn't. Everything about that was fine. 7 on the board for G2, and now they are starting to get within the remit where we could start to consider this comeback as a possibility.
Okay.
Hugo.
All right. Yeah, sure. Buy the ticket, take the ride.
Look, all I'm saying is, with Nico, Nexa, and Hunter starting to find their footing a little bit,
Yeah.
might not take as much as you think to get you back into this.
Not the smoke we want to see.
Also, a lot of utilities missing right now for Complexity, but NATO will give the opener over. They get this long control, but the response is pretty clear-cut from G2. They cross Nico into the pit, and they're relying on the element of surprise, one of the most precious and rarest elements around. Nico, has he got the minerals for it? Oh, they check for him.
Marie. Flash on long, they're going to get Nico out. Oh, it's a good flash, but Nico won't move. They're above him. They're going to drop on you. Nico, can he find another head? Oh, just moved in. Nico grabbed NATO, and he lines up even more. Almost doubles there at the end, but now Blame's been given a chance, and he won't botch it like Poison did. Panicked, not. Blame reroutes, regroups, and goes elsewhere. Looking to make the most of this 1v2. Manic with the AWP, back up on Cat. They know where he is. Jax is hanging around in middle, and Blame could just walk lower right now. B is free, as the old saying goes.
Right, you know what would be just the grossest thing is if Blame F walks through B and then checks middle. Oh no, Jax is coming back. He's played this one on a timing.
Oh, Blame just accidentally shot.
Well, that's good. It's like, yeah, a little hint.
Oh,
That's a tag, and
Just
now he
run it.
really is screwed. He's tapped the bomb, hoping that baits a peak, and it does, but he's not ready for it.
Time is a fickle beast.
So Hugo, you believe in any more now? You know, you kind of laughed at my statement
I'm
there,
starting
but
to
now
believe too, Harry, because they've gone and got an 8. Oh, it's a bit bonkers. It's a bit bonkers, but
if G2 do pull this back, and I hate throwing out all these ifs in this series, but my God, it's been a big series of ifs. Yeah, well, if they do pull it back, like props to these guys for somehow mentally getting back into it, because they look done. They look wasted, bro. Like, and I mean that in like the GTA sense of wasted, not like the fun way.
Yeah, no, not at all. Yeah, this is where Cole have to start saying, all right, guys, don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah, and that's almost the worst feeling. When someone says over comms, like, all right, guys, don't throw. Like, that is like the recipe for throwing.
Trace Ceneranthus is, don't lose, Orange. Don't lose, indeed. That would be a harrowing way for this night to go for Cole. Okay. Cleanup crew is in. There's a spillage on aisle 3. S-Tag just walks away. Wasn't me. There's the round. 9-12. Suddenly you forget about the 11-4 half. Suddenly you forget about the domination this series has shown, or at least this map. And you're getting a little bit nervous.
Yeah, when you look at this in the context of it was 11-1, suddenly this scoreline actually looks terrifying.
Okay.
Like, just think about it like that, Hugo.
He's throwing numbers at me now.
I am throwing numbers at you, and you don't like the way these numbers look. There's no way you can.
No.
Fast, long play for Cole.
Through the molly.
Hunter in the pit will deliver. Big round from him, doubling up now. Nico, it's the Kovacs again, trying to put the back in Kovac, and doubling up once more. Just JKS left all the way down in the bottom of mid. We've had Surname showing up. Let's see if he can savage the remainders of G2. Ooh, that's a big barrel. Would be a shame if JKS ruined your day because of it.
Through the smoke.
But that's really the extent of this clutch attempt now. Surely.
Yeah, now you know B's empty. You see Jax up T-spawn. JKS wanting to fight his way out. Or just save the AWP. Or just use the AWP to save the round. Or none of the above. He gets out. Still got time to make things interesting. Take your gun away, perhaps. It's just a long way out of position. He's not getting much closer. Jax is here with his back turn. JKS, it's a whiff. Back of the head hitbox, hard to hit, and Jax is coming alive in the night time. G2. Night owls, I guess.
Quick reminder,
late rises.
11-1.
11-1. Stop saying the scoreline because you're suddenly going to make it happen. Let the game flow. And, well, Long is locked out. Nico and Hunter have been tearing this take round after round. So where do we go from here?
Well, we're going. We don't need the Eagles, Hugo, because we got a nice little B play by the looks of things. That molly might ruin NATO's plans of saving that smoke for the execute. It's fine. They still have one on JKS. Poison. Come on. Give us something. Man's got a scout out and about.
Here, the scope. You're not re-peeking. You're not risking it. Not V-poison. Player on the site ready to swing when his teammate gets contact. And the spray in the smoke does some good damage. There is a kill. Hunter's got to take USP. No ammo, but he's just as lethal. Quick tap. One more perhaps, and Hunter just destroying. It's only poison left up. No armor at all, but it doesn't matter. Hits the shot. Can he get a gun? Well, it had no ammo. It's a Harry's classic. Had to get that reload in. No chance.
Right, that's the tactic right there. You fire all your bullets, you only got one. You got to reload. See?
They grab the gun, they try and reload, they panic. Hilariously, we have seen that work. but never by design. 12-11. I don't know what to say. Now I wonder. This entire evening, I've been wondering, where is G2's header? Now, for the first time, like an owl, I spin around and ask the same question to Complexity. You've just ballsed up quite the lead, my friends. Can you close before it gets scary? Like,
does
it's not
anyone
already.
feel like a winner at the end of this? Like,
The viewer, maybe?
I don't know, because, like, Cole, they were all smiles and they were laughing to themselves. Once again, it was 11-1 at one point in time. Well, now at 12-11, those smiles have long since dissipated.
Yes, sirree. 7 rounds in a row. Remember, Cole won the pistol. They got eco'd, mate. It's a long time ago. And ever since G2 have yet to drop a round. 12-11. Here we go for the equal scoreline. Blame won't go through. The flash certainly won't help, but he didn't want to anyway. Amanek AWPing mid. He's had a recovery. Can say that much at least. Oh dear, Blame catching Hunter, and finally will finish the kill. Dinked in the process. Nade just a bit too late to take him down. Molly on long. They're up in front of it, and they're stuck in the smoke. Nowhere to go. Nexa takes that kill. Poison's still here. He walked back into the Molotov to avoid the bullets, but it was either fire or lead. 20 health with the bomb. He gets out. They set up mid to B. Amanek's there to stop it.
Blame's dead on this peak. Whoop, there it is.
Yikes.
Neo and Poison, they're the ones to try and stop that scoreline from being equalized up. This did not feel at all doable coming in. Amanek's gone. What's happened?
Tapped out. Get him back. He's crashed. It's a 1v3. No, he's back. Oh my goodness, he definitely had something.
What is happening?
There.
This is such a cursed game. Like, who has done this to this game? Poison, ooh, dead on the swing. Jack's taking heads off, and we're tied up at 12-12. Victory looked assured for Complexity. Yeah. G2 were in their heads, and now, ooh, they're starting to get fired up again.
I want off Mr. Bones' wild, wild ride. This coaster's got too many rolls.
Bro, like the...
And yeah, slumping down, slumping series for Complexity. Did they use all their steam? Because now the momentum's flipped. G2 are feeling invincible.
Armchair psychologists are going to have a real hard time tracking the flow of this one. I can tell you that much.
Good luck, Reddit detectives. NATO, he's out long quick. Tech 9, tap down Hunter. There's an AK for Blame. It's going to have to do everything. Up catwalk, Nico's on. And it's taking the first dink. Doesn't matter. Nexa provides cover. And G2 flip it on its head. 4-on-3, up a push. If they go back to B, they might catch Jax roaming round. The grass is always greener, say Complexity, as they look back towards that B site, but it might come to them. Jax, there's the shot. He escapes back into the mist.
I don't want to have to say it as well, but a wise man once said, Zonic, if you remember him, 11-4, most dangerous scoreline.
I did call that out at halftime.
I know you did, but you didn't really believe when you said it, Hugo. And now you see why we listen to Zonic's law.
It's the Dane brain, man. What can you do about it? Let's see. Blame out lower to upper and up to no good. Takes down Jax. The bomb's still cat. Now, no one's moving. G2 are not convinced. And wow, what a call to just hold your spots. Nico's got that cross. He can tell his team if they're in B. And as a result, Cole are walking into the danger.
Amanek, if there ever was a time to show up with this AWP, it's right here, right now. This would be the lead secured from G2. Just Blame F. He's nailed that first shot. Is it going to take the IGL of Complexity to show the rest of the boys how it's done? He's got a 1v2 on his plate. Nico and Nexa to beat. And with the swing, he's seen them both. Trying to fight this. Nexa takes his head off. And G2 at a monumental turning point in this map. They are now in the lead. And I've said it so much. If you don't know what the scoreline once was, there's really no excuse. But just to reiterate, I'll say it again. This was 11-1. This was 11-1 to Complexity.
And once that one round Cole picked up, it was the pistol. It didn't mean anything. It was all the master plan for G2, the old reverse sweeperoo. We always knew it was going to happen. We checked the scripts. We pawed through the data ourselves.
I don't even know, dude. I don't even think the guy from Ancient Aliens could explain this one away.
Winged creatures
we
from the sky.
We looked through the Sanskrit texts. And oh my god.
Oh,
Poison!
Okay.
That's a nice opener.
Great shot. Sheesh. And is that how Cold suddenly find their footing back again and equalize for a millionth time? How long they go. Nex is backed up. Remember, every time Cole have gone long, they've gotten mown down by the double setup, the pit player. They're going to have to clear it. They're scared of it, certainly. No doubt in my mind, but they've got the control and they've got it for free. Cat take for blame, keeping up the appearances. He smokes the Molotov to keep this position. Hunter tries to take him down and Blame responds very well. 2 headshots, clinical stuff from Blame. And now Cole, with the smokes down on long and the AWP cut off, they can get this A site.
Nico and Jax, what do they want to even throw at this one? I can't imagine it's much.
Safe bar, that's when you know you're scared. And for good reason.
The weird part is like, if anyone knows how one round can sometimes completely reinvigorate a team, it's G2 right now. So you understand them wanting to give that a bit of a look and see if they can get anything.
Sure. They have the money.
Complexity finally break this streak that G2 were on, and so they tie the game up again at 13-13.
That was 9 in a row broken.
Hugo, when we came into this second half, well, after that pistol round ended, I mouthed the words overtime to you.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I'll put my hand up. I'll admit it. You did say that.
I don't want to,
it doesn't from time to time.
It could actually happen, like realistically, or it could end in regulation.
You said it after they won the force buy.
That was it.
And I was laughing silently, like it's the 1920s.
Now screaming internally.
Into the void, maybe. But what I will say, I mean, look at these shots. What I will say is, whatever the hell goes down in these last few, or maybe not few rounds, it's been a great evening, Harry.
Yeah, it has been a great evening. Like, there was one takeaway from it. It's like, because let's be real, no one really wanted to see G2 get like 16-1. That would have just been kind of depressing. So it's like, we've actually made an occasion out of this one.
Yeah.
It didn't look like much in the beginning, but oh, look at how it's ended. That opener from NATO, that could tip the scales to Cole's favor once again. A 5-on-4 right out of the gate.
And Hunter's had horrendous impact as well. Horrendous, maybe wrong word for it. He's coming big in some of these CT rounds. So gone from the game for now. To be smoke, we didn't have much faking going on for G2's T side. Cole, have they got a little bit more to show? Getting out the util from G2, it's pretty scarce anyway. 1 smoke, 2 flashes, 2 nades. Cole don't need to worry about what's in G2's pocket. They just need to worry about whether they're happy to see them or not. And 4 kills away from a 14th round. Cole just sit back in middle. They relax. Defaulting till the large lady sings. Headshot angle for Nico. A moment made for him. Cole with enough util to make things scary.
Nico wants to get fancy with it. Now, one man's dropped into CT. That's someone else's problem. Amanek deals with it. Can't follow up. Nexa holds on to long at least. And that is such a pivotal moment in this round. It's now going to enable G2 to set up a 3-on-2 retake, right? If S-Tag was still alive, this might not be the case. Poison's taking matters into his own hands, and JKS has removed another. Amanek, they know all about him. They know about this AWP, and so he is running out of this one. Is this a rerouting or is it the save? I think it is the latter.
Don't have the money, man. You won't have an AWP unless you keep this one. Safe to say your team are buying for themselves at this point in the game. Not going to be able to beg for scraps. You need that AWP. That's a sad round to give up, but flipped on its head by Poison. Great double. And the peak down and lower as well. Hey, you talk about the 2 pivotal kills in that round. One is Nexa holding on to long, killing S-Tag, like you say, setting them up for the 3v2 retake. Well, the other one is Poison, shutting down Jackson CT spawn, leaving G2 to only 1 avenue of attack. And here we go, 14-13. A near final buy for G2 Esports, including that saved AWP, surrounded by rifles, and look what they have left up. Nothing. It's by design. It's perfect, but can they make the most of it?
It's insane that like this whole comeback basically comes down to this round. Like either the whole thing from 11-1 was just nothing more than trying to save face.
Yep.
or you win this and suddenly, oh, it's back on, baby.
Is this
So
even
let's
saving
see.
face if you lose after this comeback? I don't know. It's a little better.
Definitely.
It's a little
Anything's
better.
better than getting 16-1.
True. 16-0. Maybe
No,
not.
that's
so
not
much.
better. That's worse.
Yeah, exactly. You said anything's better.
Oh, right. Well, yeah, okay. Any more rounds than what they had was better than none, if you really want to get pedantic with it.
Let's not.
I can put it in a double negative so that you might understand, but right now we're looking at Amanek creeping onto the short side, and he gets spammed, so he doesn't want to hang about.
Right.
Cole, they get out into mid. There's a little flash for Nico, but he's smoked off now. Is he going to go through it? Nico the unspeakable, tries to come in, and S-Tag mops him up. This B defense now is down to Jax and Hunter. No support, no one else can really offer a helping hand. Nex is trying to plug holes on a T-spawn route.
Oh, no!
Hunter, that's a freebie. They've slowed down in mid. Not many teams do this, but it's because the double door smoke was in. They're now trapped between a rock and a hard place. Hunter dead after the first. It's a 2v2 retake at the B bomb site to decide if this comeback was all for nothing. The worst part for G2 now is if they go for this and lose, they are done.
Nade. It's good, it lands. 18 health for NATO. Double kit, flash available. The orb swapped off. Blame looks at the ground. Do they know? No, they don't. NATO takes one and Blame trades the round. 15 to 13 complexity. Break the money, break the morale, and maybe set themselves up for the series. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. And with a whimper, the final buy.
Oh, now the hype's flowing again, right? They were in their own heads for a while, but NATO almost smashed the desk just now celebrating.
Oh,
there's like a
go.
small rave going on in Jax's room. That looks uncomfortable, but here we go. Round 29. Ooh, it's been a long one. It has. Can G2 make it even longer?
Flash.
They need an OT. Flash into the
Dodge.
tunnels. JKS ain't blind, baby. He's shielded those
no.
eyes. He kept them closed, and he's doubled up. This could be the beginning of the end. Nexa, Amanek, Nico. Look at the buy. Look at what they got. They're split apart from one another. They've got to win these fights alone. Nico's Deagle got to deliver. Down goes the burst.
Okay.
Amanek's claimed another. Now the AK out, but Blame's going to quell the Nico resistance. Still, they've been able to present the 2-on-2. G2, what are they capable of here? This scout, not the ideal weapon for the retake, I'll tell you that much. Nexa
No kit.
does have a molly, but as you pointed out, Hugo, no kit means time is of the essence. Amanek's gone all the way back to mid to get the AWP for the retake. This is wasting precious time that you don't really have if you're G2. You better hope that getting that AWP was worth it.
Same
Blame
setup.
mollied out at car. This time can't be a problem till later in the round. And now NATO 1v1 to decide it.
I don't
Nexa
know.
with the kill, but they don't have a kit. G2, I don't know if they've got time. I don't think they've got time. I think once again, it's a bomb explosion that decides it, and there it is. Complexity from 11-1. They close this out as 16-13. The resilience, the grit that both these teams just showed. Oh, it went from looking like a non-starter to one hell of a third map that Cole take G2 down on and win the series.